Okay, well, you get back to town. Nobody here seems to really know. Nobody here really seems to be any different from when you left this morning. Maybe you get the odd little look from people who maybe notice, oh, that van's back, but they don't really look at you very much, or don't really pay the most attention.
It would be full of
There's
bullet holes, though, right?
it's a small. It's just you maybe just broke your back window, and that guy bumped his head. Um, there's still some. There's some kids playing, throwing ball back and forth in the street. There's that one hunchbacked old person in the long cowl, just kind of slowly shuffling up the street and looking at the stores. People are those two guys are still sitting there, still smoking their pipes on the front porch. They probably have
Okay.
been there for the past 20 years.
Two questions then. First, can we in any of these shops find a general map so we can plot an alternative route to where we're going?
Yeah, you've got maps.
Okay.
And
So, second question: can Vectrex, with his chem use and his own biological matter, if necessary, make some uppers and downers?
You're going to attempt to cook stimulants out of your own venom.
Well, yeah. What he's going to do is basically get a glass or a test tube or something out of his equipment, and just in front of everyone, just milk one of his fangs and toxin glands.
Now that Conrad's down from the battle hunt, I thought you weren't supposed to do that in front of people.
Looks around. What?
Seems a little inappropriate.
He's just making some muscle relaxants.
Well, truth be told, man, I've never seen a snake drool venom into a jar before.
How do you think they make anti-serums? Siobhan just kind of like is stretched out. Like she opened her eyes for a moment to kind of like look, saw what Vectrex was doing, and like I've actually seen that before, so it's fine.
Done it before. Yeah. Can I make super can I make stimulants and some downers for Max so we can keep him driving and then put him to sleep when necessary?
Can we drug our driver night 3? Just give him an on-off switch.
Yeah.
You just need him to pass out, just give him a big squeeze.
But this doesn't seem weird to Vectrex.
Max is blissfully unaware in the driver's seat with his legs up on the dash.
You know what? Roll for it.
Chem use, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Chem use
this-
or trade chemist or something.
All right.
Fuck's sake, how do I roll a 99 twice in a row?
No way.
My meth lab just exploded.
Well, at the very least, it's enough of a failure that it doesn't leave you wondering whether or not you succeeded. You're not entirely sure what happened. You're not entirely sure how it's even chemically possible, but there's a loud what? And everyone else is looking over to see the pure white snake is holding a smoking test tube with a very Looney Tunes soot blackened face and just like a pair of eyes looking out of it.
That wasn't supposed to happen. There's not meant to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
And Akira is going to slowly and is going to walk further away from all of this and go to the police, the authorities here.
I am the authorities.
He's going to go to the local authorities.
And you can ask around, but in an almost in what appears to be a kind of a shocking turn of events, you find that there is no police. There is a single. There is a single marshal. There is like a single town official who greets you.
Oh.
Sorry. Yes. He. You can ask around, and it's shocking to someone from the Dawic Empire who's used to so much law and order, but there is only a single lawman in this town. You ask around, and I presume you go looking for him.
Yep.
You end up finding a somewhat older-looking red fox gentleman. He's got a fair amount of silver around his muzzle now. And he looks like he's writing. It looks like he's finishing a letter as you enter, and he looks up. He's like, "Oh, hello there, young man. I don't believe I've seen you before."
That is correct. I wanted to ask a few questions about some individuals.
You can ask. I'm not usually in the habit of telling on folks, but what's your concern?
Well, we were just shot by them.
He raises a brow slightly. I didn't hear no gunfire.
It was 2 hours north, and that's why we're back.
Oh, the warden laces his fingers together and says, "Well, I'm certainly very sad to hear that you got shot at, son, but if it was that far outside of town, I'm not sure exactly what it is I can do for you."
I was thinking, maybe I wanted to tell you because I wanted to know if you've seen them pass by.
I mean, if they were shooting folks up on the road, that'd certainly be a concern for if they were to come back through. So, you know, who did it to you?
Well, I don't have their names, unfortunately, but I can describe them to you. And again, autism powers activate.
That's right, total recall. Give me a retroactive awareness test, because they were a good distance away, so how much did you see?
Do you imagine Total Recall as a skill where if you roll a crit success, your head explodes like this Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
That'd be tragic and funny at the same time.
Well, you still get a decent amount. You get a pretty good description of them. You don't have anything that's like completely unique, but the fact that you got a very good description of the vehicle, what they were wearing, how many of them there were, says, "Oh yeah, I do recall a vehicle and some folks fit in that description rolled through town about a day ago. Looked like they were heading down that way. I'll be sure to keep my eye on them if they come back, but I hope you understand that we don't exactly have jurisdiction reaching far outside our own settlement here. I am strictly concerned with what happens in the within town limits, you understand. If they come back and they keep themselves peaceable, then that's not my problem, I'm sorry to say."
Oh, that's okay, sir. That's all I want. I just that's about that's about all I expected.
Well, if they come back and they cause any open problems, or they engage in disorderly behavior or significant public drunkenness, I'll be happy to throw them in the town jail. But I can't just go arresting people when they show up to town based on stories of them attacking people hours down the road. Now, if you wanted to go plead your case to the mayor, to take more overt action, then that's on you. But I am a keeper of the peace, and I will not act outside my purview here.
So maybe arresting them is out of the question, but if they do ask for us, can you say that we weren't here?
Well, if they ask any questions that I don't like the sound of, and they're looking like they might be here for the wrong reasons, I can bend the rules a little if I have to.
All right. Well, if you, if you're asked, if you're asked, we went that way, and he points in a direction away from his, like, the route.
You keep yourself safe out there, kid. You understand? And kind of looks over at Lyra, and like he leans in a bit. And can I ask you a personal favor, son?
Yes.
Keep that thing away from the mayor.
Any particular reason why?
It might dig up old scars.
Oh, okay. With that, he takes a bow to the marshal and bids him a good evening. Thank you, sir. Excuse me, everyone.
Huh?
I found out they were actually here yesterday, or was it a day or two ago?
It seemed to have been about a day, so it would have been yesterday.
Yeah, they were here. They were here yesterday.
Oh, ain't that lovely?
I talked with the marshal, and well, he agreed that he wouldn't tell them where we went.
Well, that's mighty fine of them.
And where we're going. I was think I was thinking maybe we can bring this up to the mayor. I bring this incident up to the mayor as these.
I mean,
or would that be giving too much away?
I'm just struggling to think of whether or not we'd be spending enough time here to make that worthwhile.
Hit the road soon.
The marshal said something about him that I kind of want to dig into.
What's that?
Yeah, what was the beeping?
No, I'm asking you what Max is asking what the marshal said.
Well, he said that the mayor might have seen something like Ryder before. And that it wasn't a pleasant experience.
More robots. Great.
Alright? If you don't mind, I'd like to take some time. I promise I won't be longer than an hour, I'd say.
Does anyone else want to go with him?
Yeah, sure. Keep the kid from getting himself in too much trouble.
All right.
Yeah, Max needs to stretch his legs. He'll probably go too.
Anyone who wants to go, you can be directed to the. You can be directed to the town to the town's hall, which is also the mayor's house because it's a very small town. It is a nice two-floor building where you can knock and ask to be brought in. There is a probably like a 20-year-old or so young lady who's checking over some papers and says, Mayor will be with you just a moment. I have to go out and go check in with some of the business owners in town. She excuses herself. After a bit, a somewhat on the short side, very distinguished looking canine, some variety of terrier with very well groomed fur, and wearing he looks like the spitting image of the like western frontier town mayor with like the button up coat and the button up black coat. Says, hello, travelers. I am Mayor Franklin. I
No.
hope I hope that I hope that you've had a decent stay in our little town. I believe Marshal Jared said that you were in some kind of dust up on the road.
Akira sniffs the air around this mayor.
Don't smell too much out of the ordinary.
No alcohol or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Yeah. If you'd like, I can give you as best as I can a description of the attackers.
Well, very well. It's I'll be sure to keep my eye open for them if they come through town and seem like they're causing trouble again.
All right. And once again, Total Recall activates.
Yeah, you give him a description, and he nods. Says, "Yes. If they, I'll be sure to keep my eye on them. They might need a stern talking to. Have maybe call in a deputy to keep an eye on them and make sure that they don't cause any trouble if they come back through. But after their issues, perhaps they won't want to try and make themselves and." Come through and make themselves obvious. But I do appreciate you bringing this to my attention.
Assistance is very appreciated, sir. And I was kind of curious. You said I said you had an encounter with robots.
No, son. I've never encountered a robot before. Chuckles.
Oh, well, what did you see?
He raises a brow and narrows his eyes slightly and says, "What do you mean to imply?"
You mentioned something about old scars.
He sighs, like looks like he's collecting himself, and leans in a bit and says, "I really wish that he wouldn't bring that up so often, but I, at one point in my life, did somewhat hysterically insist to everyone who spoke to me that I had seen aliens."
Oh.
I really wish that he would stop bringing that up. It was a long time ago. I am a new man. I've been sober for 25 years.
Akira's eyes shift over to Shaban.
I'm sure you're feeling a bit of indication about given some of the rumors you've been hearing recently. At least we heard more talk of it as we were coming through earlier today, in fact.
Yes, some people are saying that they've encountered similar things or not. I don't know. Maybe I saw something, maybe I didn't. I'm just trying to put all that behind me. It really doesn't matter to me one way or another.
Please wait a minute. And he pulls out his laptop and issues a command. You can come out. And can you join us in this room, Raira?
Yeah. Orira steps in, and Mayor Franklin, jumps back, clutches his heart, goes, an alien!
No, not an alien. No, not an alien.
Don't show the mayor. What's the first thing he does? Shows the mayor.
Her name is Raira. I found her.
I see.
I guess you could say I kind of made her, but at the same time, I always, I did, but I did have a hand in making her operational again.
I see. How nice. How nice.
So.
Oh, my heart. My word.
If you don't mind me asking, have you? It sounds like you've seen someone like her, or something like her.
No, I honestly can't say that I have. I saw something a long time ago. At the time, I thought it was something it wasn't. I've come to since understand that it was just some people with some very advanced technology, and at the time, due to my limited education, worldview, and mental state, I misinterpreted what I was seeing. I've since moved on. I've changed and grown as a person. Scars kind of are still there, though.
Kind of looks down at Akira. It's like, well, traumatizing a stranger, notwithstanding. Is there anything else you want to do while we're here?
Max will sigh and start tapping his feet. We should be going now.
All right. Yes.
Our driver's getting on us. Let's get out of here.
All right.
While all of y'all are at the mayor's place, Tabard is sitting with our client at the van to keep a watch over him.
All right.
Should be back here any minute.
Right here. Sorry for the trouble.
Yeah, where the hell did you all go? I thought this was a quick trip.
I just wanted to talk to a couple of people.
Satan, the curiosity, and the wonderment of the youth is anything but a quick time.
Sorry, I'll keep track of that.
It's fine. It's not like we're getting gunned down quite yet, anyways.
I'd prefer not to get shot at again.
Very much so.
So the plan is, where are we heading to now? Driver?
Well, seems like we'll be going the long way around. The scenic route nobody wanted to take, but we're taking. Doesn't matter to me though, because I get to drive for longer.
Well, better get comfy in the back of the van then.
Also, for those who didn't play the home game of last campaign, the mayor was the town drunk in Riverbend that was our first hint.
No, in the border town.
Was it Border Town or was it Riverbend? It was Border Town.
Yeah, it was
Border
next town
right,
over from Riverbend.
Yeah. I remember now. It was where we also met Stormtroopers for the first time.
Yeah.
Glad to see
wow.
him doing well, though.
Oh wow, that would have been shortly before I first joined then.
Yeah,
long time before.
One of the early sessions, and he was the town drunk who did the full the full ancient aliens thing, going, "I done seen aliens."
Yep,
but it was space humans.
I saw them, Alamaus.
But here's the big thing though. Was he wrong in the end? I don't think he was.
Definitionally, it depends on exactly how you define the term alien, but he did in fact see technologically advanced beings from space with hostile intentions.
That's pretty dang close.
And Warden Jarrah was also there, and they were basically lifetime mortal best frenemies, where Jared was just constantly chasing after Frank the town drunk and putting him in jail all the time because he was a drunken lunatic. But he's sobered up, turned over a new leaf, and is enjoying a new lease on life. He just sometimes has traumatic episodes where he remembers the aliens.
Alright, well, with that, then Max will jump on into the driver's seat and get her started and down the road. Whenever you guys are ready.